I have recently finished What If Deku was a villain. So today I'm going to be starting a new What If. What if Naruto was the grandson of Madara Uchiha? Part 1. I need you guys to get this past over 60 likes and comment as much as possible so I know that you guys want to see part 2 of this. I need to hear from you and I want to see the likes so I know that I can continue this what if. Without the likes or the comments, I won't know if you guys like this what if. So comment and like. If you're a new subscriber, comment down below and tell me. I'll be replying to all of you. I've seen lots of you comment that you're a new subscriber and I reply to all of you. We almost reached our 2000 mark goal. Trust me, we're getting there, guys. So keep on doing what you're doing, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Start the intro.
Remember the moment you left me alone and broke every promise you ever made. I was an ocean, lost in the open. Nothing can take the pain away. So you can throw me to the wall. Tomorrow I will come back, leader of the whole pack. Paint me black and blue. Everyone will shake me, every scar will build my throne.
Here is where we start this what if. I will seal your last bit of chakra in Naruto with an 8 tetragram seal. This is going to start when Naruto just born, basically. And Minato is going to seal half of the Nine-Tail inside of Naruto. Then I will seal the rest of him inside of me with the dead demon seal. Kushina's eyes widened when she realized that her husband wanted to seal half of that demon fox into her son. But she couldn't do anything to stop him. He wasn't even paying attention to her. He was just staring at the Nine-Tail. And basically this is after Minato fought. Yes, he fought Obito already, so he know about the masked man. Minato turned to face Kushina right now. I cannot seal all the Nine-Tail inside Naruto, but I can seal half. The jutsu is too great, but with the dead demon seal, I can seal half in myself, so the Nine-Tail will never be reborn without a Jinchuriki. He paused and he looked down at Naruto and he remembered something that Jiraiya Sensei told him about the Destiny Child. Then he made up his mind. I will seal half of the Nine-Tail inside of Naruto with the 8 tetragram seal. Kushina looked at him. She looked and think that, has he really gone mad? She wanted to yell at him for doing something like that, but Minato didn't give her a chance to protest. I know you want to yell at me, curse at me, but Jiraiya Sensei told me about a great revelation. But before that, there will be a great disaster, and the chosen one will stop all of this. And I believe that Naruto is that chosen one. Tonight, I know something. The first thing, that masked man, the one who attacked you, I believe that he is the harbinger of disaster. Minato looked at Naruto and said Naruto will be the chosen one to stop him. I just know it. He carefully put baby Naruto on the ground. Hiruzen, the third Hokage, landed outside of the barrier that Minato had created to protect the village. But Minato, Kushina said, have little faith. He's our son after all. He smiled at her, feeling confident in his decision. He do the 9 hand seals. To do the Death Reaper seal first, to seal half inside of him. A spirit demon was behind Minato with long shaggy white hair, with 2 horns growing out of his head, holding on to Minato's soul. It had a hand in its mouth and a set of prayer beads. After I finish the death seal, I will be sealing away the rest of your chakra inside of Naruto. Minato looked at Kushina. Don't worry, you will meet grown-up Naruto as soon as you think. The time will come when he will try and take control of this fox's power. Kushina cried out, so why? Why the Death Reaper seal? Why? Who cares about this damn country? Because if the half of the tail beast is not inside of you when you die, the balance of the tail beast will be destroyed. Who care about this village and this country? So you need to be there to grow Naruto and raise him. Remember, you didn't grow up with your family or anyone, so you know how it feels. Minato looks at her and said, you will have time to speak to Naruto one day. You need to tell him things that I could never dream of telling him. He will need a mother one day. Even though you're dying now, we cannot do anything to stop that because the tail beast has been extracted from you. So, one day, because of this Reaper Death Seal, you will be able to see Naruto again. Kushina just looked down at Naruto and Minato followed again. And the both of them just stared at Naruto for a second. Kushina's face looked like she was starting to understand. Meanwhile, outside, Hiruzen started to see something. No, those markings, those are the death of the demon seal. Two other Jonin jumped down beside the third Hokage. What's happening, third? One of the other Jonin asks. We are too late. They put up a barrier around the Nine-Tail, Hiruzen said. He punched the barrier, but nothing happened. It was too strong to penetrate, even for experienced ninja like him. Whatever they're doing it alone. The demon behind Minato grabbed the fox chakra and started to pull and extract it out of him, forcing it into Minato's body. The fox regained after his half of his chakra was teared out of him. The chains couldn't hold his mouth anymore. So the fox started to curse at the both of them. The nine-tailed fox roared in agony as he felt half of his life force pulled out of him. And then the nine-tailed chakra seal inside of Minato, causing the fox to shrunk in size. Minato thought, my body's gone numb. What a heavy chakra. It is the Death Reaper seal. I cannot believe he actually used it. Hiruzen breathed in shock. This is the most powerful self-sacrificing jutsu for a reason. One of the Jonin looks up and said, but the fox still remains. He didn't seal all of it. Hiruzen looked and said, but it shrunk. Suddenly, a mass Anbu showed up right beside the third Hokage. Third Hokage-sama, there is an emergency in the village. What is more important than this? Hiruzen asks, pointing at the demon fox. We have spotted Orochimaru in the village. What? Hiruzen shouted, giving his full attention to the anvil. Orochimaru was a student and his greatest mistake and shame. Where is he? Near the Hokage Tower. The third Hokage hand crunched it, while he think of leaving Minato to deal with the demon fox alone. But Orochimaru was a S-rank criminal, and for him to show up at this time wasn't a good thing. Hiruzen said in his mind, Orochimaru is my fault, and then he shouted, I will handle this. You two, stay here. He went off to the leaf to deal with the second problem. The cat Anbu turned to look at both Jonins when the Hokage has disappeared from their view. Inform him, he said in a much deeper and a different voice. All three Leaf Ninja looked at each other and nodded. They changed into identical copies of one person. The person was completely white with sharp green hair, and his right side was undeveloped. He had yellow bright eyes and only one hand. They had to have cracks all over their body and a zigzag pattern running down his midsection. They gave each other one nod before returning back to their previous form. Now, for the 8th tetragram seal, Minato slammed his hands on the ground, creating a puff of smoke and a basket surrounded with 8 candles. I am going to do it now. I am going to seal the nine tails inside of Naruto. The nine tails looked down and see that Minato was going to seal him in that child. Kushina started to cough up blood. She was feeling the effect of the extraction of the nine tails. Her chain started to weaken. The nine tails said this is the perfect opportunity to counter this. Kushina, stay with me, Minato shouted. The nine tails raised his paw up in the air that was still giant to slam it down on the baby so he can be free and prevent from getting trapped in that baby, as he didn't want to be sealed again into another vessel. Although his effort turned into vain as the both parents jumping away, getting stabbed by his claw and clenching their foot on the ground to stop him from killing their son. Kushina and Minato, half dead, heard a voice, "You both are fools." They looked around. This wasn't a search party voice. The voice was too dark and mysterious. They couldn't see anyone, but the person said, "I am impressed. You have the strength to live for a few more minutes, even what after has happened to the both of you. But then again, bloods of greater shinobis are running through your veins." The voice continued, coming closer to them. Minato and Kushina searched till a black-coated figure caught their attention. His whole face was hidden behind a large black hood. The cloak separated for the both of them to see a pair of dark shinobi sandals, while the person walked nearer and nearer to them. The man kneeled down in front of the blonde-haired baby. "Such a curious child. Like your parents, you also have the blood of the greatest shinobi in your veins." The man's hand made connection with Naruto's small head, and Kushina and Minato gasped in shock as their son's cerulean eyes morphed in a dark red pupil with a single comma shape marking each of his eyes. The bloodline of the Uchiha clan. There is still so much you can do, my little one. So basically, the shinobis and the Anbu, they are Zetsus. Both Minato and Kushina's eyes widened in shock, but Minato was the only one able to speak a word. "How?" The man in the dark cloak didn't even glance at Minato. He looked up and looked at Kushina in a soft gaze. "You look just like your mother," he said. "My mother?" Kushina said, coming out of her shock. She coughed as blood came pouring out of her mouth. "How do you know my mother?" "How the hell does Naruto have a Sharingan?" Minato asked. Minato then glanced back at the Nine-Tail, who was glaring at the man in the coat. He was trying to free himself from Kushina's chains. The Nine-Tail looked worried for some reason. Minato shouted, "I have to seal the Nine-Tail inside of Naruto now." The man paid no attention to Minato. The man was still looking at Kushina. "You are an Uchiha. You got the blood that you were inherited from your father, but your paranoid mother sealed it away inside of you. But in cause of that, you seem to pass down the blood of the Uchiha into your newborn son." Kushina and Minato were shocked to hear this news. "Is this real?" The man said, "My blood." A few moments later, Kushina's mind finally started to progress everything and said, "Wait, you are my father?" she said. The man raised up his hand, removing the cloth from his head to show his face, one of his eyes missing. His hair was stringy and white, and it was so long. The fox shouted, "Madara Uchiha!" Madara looked up at the fox and said, "Shut up, Nine-Tail." "Yes, Kushina, I am your father." Minato and Kushina didn't say any words. The man that was standing in front of them was Madara Uchiha, the real Madara Uchiha, the man who appeared more than once in the history and never was speaking in a good way. Kushina's energy was nearly at its end while she gazed up as Madara, the former holder of the Uchiha clan, one of the creators of the Hidden Leaf, the man who had nearly killed the first Hokage. Are you really my father? She had always wondered who her father was. The answer is now in front of her. Yes, Madara answered. Minato's heart started beating harder, and he said, wait, if you are the real Madara, who is that masked man? He was a fake, Madara scoffed. Minato coughed and started to leak blood. He realized that he didn't have much time. I am ready now to see the nine tails inside of Naruto. Do you really think you are making a good choice? Madara asked Minato, catching the Hokage off guard. I mean, do you really think that beast over there can protect Naruto in his new life and prevent him from people giving him a hard life? I'm sure the third Hokage will try and do everything to protect Naruto, but this place is still a cruel world. Who will hate him just because he has the Jinchuriki inside of him? Minato said no, the people of the village are very friendly and they will treat him like a hero. Madara scoffed. You are a fool, as expected from the descendant of that man. The people are very naive and easy to get angry, and they're scared of what they don't understand. So, you do not know what you're talking about. You won't give Naruto a better life. You would be giving Naruto an even worse life. A Jinchuriki's life is filled with pain and loneliness. They are never favored or loved or welcome in their home village. But I will not stop you. Do what you think is right. It's already too late to change your mind. Madara shouted after this, It is easier to extract and teleport a Jinchuriki than teleport a tail beast. I will extract the tail beast from my grandson later. Minato first hesitated as he was surprised at Madara's change in behavior, but he didn't have much time left, so he brushed it aside. He shouted, a tetragram seal, waving hand sign, sealing the nine-tail inside of Naruto's belly. The seal formed on Naruto's belly. As payment, the demon ate Minato's soul, with his payment of sealing his half in with the demon seal inside of his own self. As Minato's life is fell on the ground, his lifeless body fell on the ground, the demon placed his hand on Naruto's forehead and then he vanished. Minato, Kushina said, taking her husband's hand, realizing that his body is now lifeless. Her chakra chains disappeared and so was the barrier. It faded. Madara picked up his grandson. He walks and put her in front of his daughter. Your husband is dead, but I can still save you. No, it is too late for me, Kushina said. She coughed violently, spitting out a lot of blood out of her mouth. She looked up at Madara and she smiled. Now I know my son isn't alone. Take care of him and tell him that I loved him. Madara stared at her face, shocked for a minute before he realized. Then he nodded. Okay, I will. Kushina smiled for the last time before closing her eyes. She died with a smile on her face. Madara glanced at Naruto and looked around. So, that fox is gone. Then a plant-like entity emerged from the ground with a short green hair and a rocky feature. His left side was completely white, while his right side was entirely black. It was Zetsu. He is still in the village, searching for signs of Orochimaru, Zetsu said. Madara said, is all preparation done? Yes, it's ready, White Zetsu said. Madara replied, seal my daughter and her husband's real body and replace them with fake one. he ordered the Zetsu. Madara reached a place where 3 white Zetsu was drawing a seal on the ground where a white Zetsu lie there. He looked almost dead on the ground. Madara make a single shadow clone, handing Naruto to him. The real Madara took some blood from Naruto while placing an illusion on him. Madara dropped couple of the baby blood on the white Zetsu. Then he used his chakra and performed some hand sign, creating a fake Naruto with whiskers on his face. Then the real Zetsu rose from the ground with a scroll when he gave Madara after sealing the 4th Hokage and his wife. Then Madara's grandson is in the clone of Madara, and he came towards the real Madara, handing Naruto to him. "Time to go, Naruto," he said. Then he disappeared in a puff of smoke. A few moments later, the 4th Hokage arrived with some Anbu, seeing the 4th and his wife bodies on the ground, unknowing that they were fakes, alongside with their son. The Zetsu's clone, the Anbu, and the 2 cut the ninjas. The 3rd Hokage asks what happened. The 4th and his wife seal the demon fox inside of their baby. Minato's last words were to treat Naruto like a hero for keeping the fox at bay. The Anbu said with a mask, unknowing to the 3rd Hokage that he was a Zetsu. The 3rd Hokage walked up to Naruto, sleeping in the symbol where the 4th Hokage created. He took up Naruto and said, "In such young age, you've already lost both of your parents," he said sadly. He looked at his ninjas, "Gather our losses and get ready for the funeral." Also, Naruto heritage is a S-rank secret. The 3rd Hokage is holding a fake that is not even the real Naruto. Skip towards, Madara appeared on a beautiful turtle-shelled island with the real Naruto in his hand. A few moments later, Zetsu rose up next to him. "So, how is Tobi?" Madara asked Zetsu. While he was trying to put baby Naruto to sleep, he was badly injured in his fight with the 4th Hokage, White Zetsu replied. "So we gave him a very heavy doses of sleeping serum," Black Zetsu said. Then Madara replied, "Make sure he will not wake up until my work is done. I need Hashira and official artifacts body, the power of the ghetto statue, to ensure my grandson survived the extraction of the 9-tailed fox. And do not let Tobi know that I am still alive." The both Zetsus nod at him. "Good, go and keep your eyes on him." While Zetsus walked away and the other one went under the ground, Madara walked into the direction of a large waterfall where his secret home was behind. But guys, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see the next part of this, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted, and get it past like goal and comment as much as possible so I can see that you guys really enjoy this. For now guys, I'm out. Peace.